The supporters tried to spin the situation. Talib Ahmed Bensouda appeared at the program, but for the first time after his exit from the UDP standard bearer position, this was not the moment for him. The party wanted the world to understand that UDP is still united despite the petty talks. It even tried to look at broader economic issues.
I believe what's happening in the country is no secret to anyone. Everybody knows how difficult the country is. In 2016, we were buying a bag of Saddam for $1,650. American rice was costing $1,150. Today, American rice is costing $2,300. Saddam is costing $3,600. Bread has jumped 100%. Bread was costing $6 in 2016. Today, it's costing $12. That alone should tell you where the country is, and nothing has changed. Instead, it's going difficult.
But then the moment belonged to Ousainou Darboe. But not everyone is convinced that Darboe will beat Barrow in the 2026 presidential election.
My name is Lion Boy, a supporter of United Democratic Party. I'm here to make a comment about the flag bearer of United Democratic Party, lawyer Ousainou Darboe, who has been in the past weeks. The applications, the elections goes successful. We congratulate Ousainou Darboe. But my own opinion is President Barrow and lawyer Ousainou Darboe, it's not a competition. The 2021 election should have been a warning for United Democratic Party to change their candidate ahead of 2026. UDP had 100% chance to win if Talib was choosing or a young candidate to be chosen to represent the party.
Darboe has an interest of, giving us a better Gambia. This man deserves all our respect for what he stood for almost 30 years, when it was very convenient for some of us to choose a completely different path in life. So he's the right person for the Gambia as far as I'm concerned, because he has the competence, the education, and the leadership quality to salvage the Gambia from Barrow's miserable rules for 10 years. So
he withdrew his application and things fall apart, because many people were expecting and hoping that there would be change under his leadership. But so unfortunate, he resigned from his position and withdrew his application. So to cut this story short, lawyer Ousainou Darboe, he is not eligible to win the 2026 election. You can go around and ask people for people's opinions, and then there's many UDP militants who are against this. I can say it, I am a new member, or I was a new member, because as I always said, if lawyer Ousainou Darboe will be elected as the flag bearer, I will not vote for United Democratic Party. I'm sitting on the fence to see eligible one, a coalition strong government who can able to move President Barrow from office, because we all know that things are not going normal. When you go to the business sector, things fall apart. Health sector, everything just fall apart. So we are open all Gambians to vote wisely. This election is do or die. It's do or die. Enough is enough. 10 years is just enough. Thank you so much, sir.
yeah, we also consider those factors, because even me, I was saying Darboe has done his part, so it's time for him to give way. But transitions after 30 years cannot be done with division. In the midst of all this, look at these young people we supposed to entrust the party with post Darboe leadership. They are fighting amongst themselves. You never know. If they lose the sense of purpose, the directions the UDP is known for. Yankuba and Talib, their camp has just succeeded in dividing us. That's the truth. I'm not taking side as far as this issue is concerned because I have seen young supporters who are very aggressive. Likewise, I have seen Talib supporters who have been so disruptive to Talib's even campaign. So a party cannot transition in division and disunity. So I think the best thing for them is to come together. Youngs and Talib, they are the future of this party. But if they are seen to be divided, based on petty politics, it's not in the best interest of the party or country, or it's not in their best interest as individuals, aspiring to become, future political leaders in the Gambia. So I think it's right time for them to, put their differences aside and do it for the interest of the party. If they also love the Gambia, they should do it for the country. So I think Darboe, is the, unifying figure that can bring all of us together. And then, as far as I'm concerned, if he's able to win the election next year, the first 5 years will be a transition, agenda from him to the future leaders of the country, which include Talib and Yankuba. They still have time, on their side to be able to put their house in order and then come and then take over from Darboe. But it cannot be done in division. So Darboe, choosing to contest is part of our, unification. And in the lead up to 2021 presidential election, I was in Gambia for 3 months. In the midst of those, I spent my resources, my time. I fuel my vehicle and then transport people to go and vote in Key and other parts of the Gambia. So my contribution to UDP has always been, significant, and it's going to be even more. I will double my effort to ensure a Darboe victory, but not only writing or speaking from afar. I'll also ensure that I'm in Gambia to campaign physically to ensure we have a UDP government under Darboe's leadership, because I believe that is in the best interest of the Gambia. He has the competence, the capability, and the require credentials to be able to transform the Gambia and rebuild it towards a democratic society. For what he stood for almost 30 years, when it was very convenient for some of us to choose a completely different path in life. So he is the right person for the Gambia as far as I'm concerned, because he has the competence, the education, and the leadership quality to salvage the Gambia from Barrow's,